There we go. All right, we are live. What's going on, everyone? I am Double D, and welcome to the round of 12 at Kansas Speedway. The race is gonna be crazy, I have a feeling. Kansas Speedway, we had the closest finish ever in NASCAR back in the spring, and today it should be a really interesting race. And gosh, I hope it'll be better than what Bristol was. So, oh yeah, my race prediction. Is that a catch? No. Darn. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I have Denny Hamlin winning this race. He's in the playoffs. He's usually good at this track, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does well today. It's going to be a rough day for Chase Elliott, though, because he'll be starting in the back because he had to change an engine. Let's go for your top 10. So we got Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Chase Briscoe, and Daniel Suarez for your top 10. Where all your playoff drivers are starting. So we got Christopher Bell on pole, Tyler Reddick 4th, Logano 5th, Byron 6th, Blaney 7th, Denny Hamlin 8th, Chase Briscoe 9th, 10th place, Daniel Suarez, 11th, Kyle Larson, 12th, Alex Bowman, 17th, Austin Cindric, and Chase Elliott starting last in 38 after that engine change. So it's going to be exciting to see how Chase Elliott's going to climb up through the field today.
He welcomes it, as he said, our drafting track program has been very good, and I feel good about the speed that will bring to the role as well.
That should be better. Yeah, I'm ready for this race today. Definitely hope it's a lot better than Bristol.
They scored the most points of any playoff driving driver and team in the first round of the playoffs. They told me it was not a fluke. This is the performance.
Yeah, that's incomplete. Okay. I'm also watching that Packers-Vikings game at this time, too. We are getting smoked, but we did score a touchdown earlier, so maybe we can come back. And if not, we'll just have to take it as a lesson.
Chase told me it's a tough situation for everyone, but he said nobody is disheartened. He texts every single person on his old crew to let them know they are still very much a part of this team. He said the entire SHR organization is all in to do whatever is necessary to win a title.
Oh, man, why do you let them wide open like that? That's stupid. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're winning today.
That is the 2025 NASCAR Hall of Fame inductee, Carl Edwards. And you remember this, fellas, back in 2008? Oh, I remember it very well. A lot of drivers now figured out how to make this happen.
You know, even though the Packers game today is terrible, at least maybe we'll get something exciting with the NASCAR race at Kansas. Aaron Jones is gone. Wow. The Packers game is awful.
Really wonderful reception when he met the crowd, when he was introduced to the crowd, and great for the fans to get up close and still be able to get some autographs.
All right, so I did see the Xfinity race yesterday. Came down to a close battle between Chandler Smith, Chandler Smith, Cole Custer, and Eric Almirola. Eric Almirola passed Cole Custer in the last 3 laps and got the win. So that's exciting to see that happen. Hopefully we'll see something like that today. Yep, so we got 1 to go signal, so race is going to start soon.
Always so strong here, especially Joe Dick Racing 2211 in that mix as well. But Ty Gibbs expects to be very strong, especially in race train. They were very good on the longer runs, and then they qualified in seconds. He has to wonder, now that they're to the playoffs, and that pressure is off Ty Gibbs, can he possibly deliver his first ever Cup Series win today here in the Memphis Running for Joe Logano, the 22 team. I had a good conversation with Paul Wolf, crew chief on that 22 car, about this guy. We really view this guy as just not making.
All right. So, yeah, so on pole we got Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs side by side for the start. Loading up my cheese, it's real quick. Oh, yes, interception. Xavier McKinney with this 4th pick this season. There we go. We're coming back slowly. But here we go. 2 Toyotas, 2 Joe Gibbs racing cars side by side. Gibbs no longer in the playoffs. Christopher Bell is. But anything can happen in this race. We had the closest finish during the spring. And will we have another one today? Gibbs, Bell, green flags in the air. Great start for Christopher Bell. He is away. Kyle Busch trying to get around the inside, but Gibbs is coming back on the outside. And they are 3 wide through the middle of the pack. Oh, someone in the wall, and there's an accident right behind Josh Berry. And I think that's either SVG or AJ Allmendinger in the 16. I'm not sure who that was, but the 16 cars involved, but already a wreck on lap 1. Yeah, that's Allmendinger. Oh, that's Ty Dillon. Excuse me. That's Ty Dillon in the 16. But Chase Elliott made it through. Chase Elliott's got the best wreck avoidance this year. The only wreck that DNF's got this year, I believe, was Daytona, and that was the summer race. But watch this. Oh, Chase Elliott might have got into Harrison Burton trying to check up because they were about to get 4 wide. So already a wreck on lap 1. Chase Elliott again in the wall a tad, but I don't think he has much damage at all. I mean, he had to stay up there to keep from getting involved in a bigger wreck. So, yeah. So, 3 cars involved in this. Well, there's Jimmy Johnson, too, I believe. So, we had 4 cars involved in the accident. We had Ty Dillon, Harrison Burton, Josh Berry, and Jimmy Johnson involved in the 4-car wreck. Chase Elliott did get in the wall a little bit, but I think his car's okay. Could have been worse for him. All right, it was confirmed an interception for the Packers.
I don't think you can just give up the first restart. 20 years ago, I think most people played nicely if you wanted to.
Yeah, Josh Berry's being towed away, but let's look at the top 10. After the first 2 laps being under caution, we got Bell, Gibbs, Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Joey Logano, William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, and Alex Bowman in 10th. So Larson lost a few spots on that restart.
But it never totally straightened me out, so it's pretty lame. My wheel is not moving. That's some positivity coming out of 9.
All right, so that's good. Chase Elliott's wheel has not moved, so he is not out of this race. Definitely do not get a safety, please. He had to throw that away.
Lucky escape for the 9. Not so much for Ty Dillon, Josh Berry, and others.
All right, so what wreck avoidance by Chase Elliott? We're on commercial break, so you're not really missing much for the NASCAR race. You can't drop the ball. You know what? You're behind this much. Just go for it.
Ranging from mid-century modern to farmhouse or traditional, starting at just $499.99 only at Ashley.
2 alpha males in the football kingdom swear off.
And we couldn't be more excited.
Josh Allen in the building.
Lamar Jackson and Raven.
Crikey, that is a gorgeous matchup. Sunday Night Football on NBC and Peacock.
If I was to describe this sandwich in one word, I would say magical. This is more than the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich.
Oh, missed tackles there.
Go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. Personally, I get into the sweetness of the honey. That's what
Oh, man. Bad game for the Packers.
Spicy filet. And then you also have the spice of the jalapeno peppers. The combination of all takes it over the top. It's award-winning.
No customer paid for adjustment.
I hate the Vikings with a passion, though.
But don't be scared. You're still in pre-retirement.
Does that mean I have more time at home?
Precisely. Here, this is pretirement.org.
Retirement savings options? Potential tax breaks?
Boom.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
You got this.
Visit thisisretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan.
NBC Sports coverage of NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Credit Line Bank, NASCAR American Express card. Toyota, let's go places. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, is it the best Coke ever? And Life Square Talk Blunts. So we got going.
I'm going to turn on Chase Elliott's onboard. Why not?
Led the field to green. The 29-year-old from Oklahoma, Christopher Bell, in his 4th year at Joe Gibbs Racing, has had quite the year. 3 wins. He's in the playoff 12 again, and he's the only driver in the playoffs who's made it to the championship 4 the last 2 years in succession. Could this be the year he becomes a Cup champion? As we welcome you back, live pictures, let's take you back to what caused this opening lap caution.
We got a little more time to really watch this. Watch it 21 to 16 to 9. So
You're really making me sign in.
21 to 17's coming up. 21 can't go up any higher. I just don't think the 16 knows that it's too above him. Correct. And just moves up the racetrack. So after I think the 16, the 21 might be able to go up the 29.
Either way, the result's the same. You're going to see this all day long, and I'm more shocked.
No, I don't want to see Bubba Wallace is on board.
That's a standard restart. There was nothing special about that match. Kansas 4-5 start off turn 2. It's amazing to me how well the drivers get through there most of the time.
Okay, why can't I get the scanner? That sucks.
They say Kansas restarts are crazy. Got to qualify well. I want that prioritized track position to get out and get clean. And by the way, just over the course of today, keep an eye on Kyle Busch. You see the 8 sitting there on the second row, tucked in behind Christopher Bell. Could this be the day that Kyle Busch over the last few races? We'll see what today has in store.
All right. Green flags back in the air. Ty Gibbs gets a good start, right side by side with Christopher Bell. Oh, looks like a little bit of a traffic jam in the middle of the pack. Kyle Larson losing more positions. Hosenbar working his way through the field. Pretty much 3 and 4 wide. It looks like, I think, side by side for that lap, but I think Bell is in the lead. Yeah, Gibbs and Bell are pretty much battling side by side. Bell's going to clear Ty Gibbs, and now Bell's in the lead. Only the first 10 laps, and we've already got better racing than we had at Bristol. Sack him. Yes. All right, back to NASCAR. Your top 10 is Bell, Gibbs, Reddick, Kyle Busch, Logano, Byron, Blaney, Suarez, Hamlin, and Alex Bowman. Chase Elliott's making his way through the field. He's in 31st. He's picking up positions.
The closest NASCAR Cup Series finish ever. Earlier this year, what kind of a finish are we going to get today has been a common question. Williams,
Right, so Bell's still ahead of Gibbs. Suarez is now in the top 10. So pretty much playoff drivers, besides Ty Gibbs and Kyle Busch, are in the top 10 right now. So if you missed the beginning of the race, we've already had one caution. There was a 4-car accident in the back of the field involving Harrison Burton, Jimmy Johnson, Josh Berry, and Ty Dillon. Chase Elliott barely avoided the wreck, and he's still going in the race. So we got some battle for 7th as Blaney trying to make a pass, but Hamlin clears him. Hamlin's up to 7th.
Single stage of Atlanta, Glen, and Bristol. You see the last 3.
Clear day today, so there's not going to be any weather in the area. Now Chase Elliott is side by side with Austin Dillon. He's got a good car if he can make his way through the field. He's already doing it. He's side by side with Todd Gilliland, about to catch up with Brad Keselowski. He's already in 26th. Now Chase may have the car today to win. 3 wide between Chastain, Truex, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Ricky on the bottom, Chastain on the top, and Truex in the middle. And it looks like Chastain's going to be ahead on that part. So, all right, interesting start. We got quite a bit of passing going on. Bell's still the leader by about a half a second. We're on lap 15 of 267, so a long race to go. 80 laps in stage one. So Chase Elliott has already picked up 14 positions. It's a good race for him so far. Just got to keep climbing your way to the front.
This typically isn't Chase's best racetrack. He was at that yesterday. He was missing comfort more than anything. And with comfort comes speed that also affects confidence. So right now, the handling still.
Briscoe's fallen back. He's already fallen back 17 positions. This is not a good race for Chase Briscoe at all.
Check this out. Show you Elliott. The 3 wide. Truex in the middle. Truex just scuffs the side there.
Truex and Chastain made a little bit of contact, but they keep going. A little bit of a door rub. That's points run. Bell would be in first. Bowman is +4 above the cutoff line. And Cindric would be the first car out. For lap 18, still a lot to go. It said a caution on Chase Elliott's scanner. My race is a little bit behind. But we'll see what that caution is in a second. Oh, Larson into the wall. Caution is out for Kyle Larson. Looks like it may be a flat for Larson. We'll have to see. He is coming out of turn 1. Oh, yeah, he cut a tire. He was lucky that he was closer to the wall. He didn't get as much damage, but maybe his day's not done, but not good for Larson to begin this race. Good thing for Larson, he's running the top. As long as his steering is not bent, he should be okay. Oh, yes. Flag.
We have seen her recently, and next week we're in the wall. And I feel like my steering is fairly close. And Cliff Daniels now just saying over the radio, it appears as though we ran over debris.
Yeah, so it seems like Larson ran over debris there. That's why he put it. Here we go. So your top 10 for pit stops: Bell, Gibbs, Reddick, Byron, Logano, Hamlin, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Bowman, Hocevar. So Busch has lost a few positions on the restart.
And it took out Chase Briscoe as well. Larson finished second last. Briscoe last in Atlanta. And these two guys are still here in the playoffs in the round of 12. And as you see her. Down pit road because of fuel. I think they like, and they'll probably take tires, but the call here is fuel. You can go down from this point to the end of the stage with a stop. Steve, right on cue, and Parker, they're headed your way. A very busy pit road here for Joe Logano.
All right. Pit stop's underway. Logano is away. I think he only took 2 tires there. Yeah, some mainly just getting fuel and 2 tires right there. Bell is away. Gibbs is away. Reddick's third. Logano's fourth. Logano gained a position on Byron, and McDowell gaining 15 spots by only taking 2 tires. So it seems like only Bell and McDowell took 2 tires there. Watching from Chase Elliott's camp, it seems like he had trouble getting out of his pit box right there. So that's going to make him go a little more back. About to where he started. Not last, but around there.
We don't worry about getting through. I know the most reliable 5G network in America. Out here, reliability is everything.
Extreme or routine?
The #1 network choice in public safety. Learn more. Your mission is. Where's your ass?
Man, he had the chance to catch that there, and he did. Game's pretty much over for us.
Inside my body, just a click of this button.
Oh, my ass? No,
Just.
That was a great throw by Jordan Love, but he just couldn't catch the ball. Look at that, right to his chest, and he still couldn't catch it.
Americans everywhere are sharing savings. Reason to check their eyes.
Ally has savings buckets to help you save for anything you want to buy. Because everyone has something they're saving for. For a fancy vacation. For party supplies. Budget, or even a down payment on your dream home. Our savings save is most to you. Looking for a little trouble? Like watching like barriers.
So your top 10 now is Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, Reddick, Logano, Byron, Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Hocevar, Todd Gilliland, and Daniel Suarez is your top 10. McDowell pitted for 2, and so did Christopher Bell.
You can sign up for the NASCAR newsletter to stay up to speed on all the latest on track and get your chance to win 2 tickets to a race next year in 2025. Head to NASCAR. So I want to say thanks to Traveler Whiskey for bringing us this aerial coverage. Less than half an hour away is downtown Kansas City. It brings us right here. Right into the center of your screen, Kansas Speedway. Under caution, let's get some updates from pit road.
And the right rear for Kyle. He makes Cliff Daniels feel a little bit better, but that's the cut, and that tire went down. Steering, it is straight. So he felt a little bit of a vibration. They checked everything on the right rear system.
Right, so we're about to get restarting soon.
Slow stop there, came inside the top 10, exit outside the top 10, in trouble in the left. His top 10 is very slippery, and I actually experienced that yesterday. Very slippery. On that throughout the day, there were issues on the road.
All right, everybody, reset and record. want to. And if it pans out this way, they can go all the way to the end of the stage with 50 to go.
Here we go. Bell and Gibbs, side by side. Green flags back in the air. Logano's going, making it 3 wide on the bottom. Joey Logano with a great restart, trying to make the pass. But the outside's got momentum, and Bell is still going to maintain the lead. That was an attempt by Joey Logano right there to make it 3 wide for the lead, but he could not. But they're 4 wide in the middle of the pack. Now 3 wide. Chastain blocking Kyle Busch on the top. Keselowski getting in the bush a little bit. You do not want to be in the middle of the pack if you're racing at Kansas. You can easily get caught up in an accident. But yeah, that caution, fortunate for Kyle Larson. So he'll be able to make positions back up. So right now, Bell is still the leader. Yeah, so let's take a look at your top 10. So your top 10 we got Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, William Byron, Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, Carson Hosmar, and Austin Cindric in 10th. It's been an exciting race so far. We're only on lap 28. So Bell still in the lead.
Reddick, who's one of the top seeds in this round of 12, is coming off a 27 points finish. That just sounds highly unusual for Tyler Reddick, one of the best in the NASCAR Cup Series. And he's using today a year ago. The 3 just to get him back what he would like to do. Gibbs is fending off William Byron. This is a great race and a great scrap for second place. I think this is the type of run that a lot of people are looking for out of the 24 car. This car won 3 of the first 8 races, came out of the box so unbelievably fast to start the year, but then it just quieted down over the summers. It had a few runs that you're looking back to, but not that early year form. And here he is taking the second position for Ty Gibbs. This too is an important race for William Byron at the 2014 Hendrick Motorsports.
So Bell in the lead, ahead of Byron by a second. Gibbs is not that far behind Byron. Logano's 4th. Reddick is in 5th. So that's your top 5 right now. Chase Elliott steadily making his way through the field again, though. After being stuck on pit road, he is still trying to climb his way to the front.
So while we can't see, you have to imagine when that tire goes flat, what it damages in those vertical straights that confuse when it drags on the racetrack. not lose sight of the fact that four cars from HMS are still in these playoffs. There's the 48. Talking about
So Hamlin's now up to fifth. Or he's battling the car that he owns, Tyler Reddick, for fifth.
Why is this run happening now? They said, well, it's kind of reminiscent of what we had earlier in the year in Chicago. We feel like we're executing that way. And we feel like we're in a good spot. Yes, Alex is outside the cut line at the moment coming into this round of 12, but they feel still that they're in a really good spot. Well, there's always a doubt. They won this 48 in that first round. And everyone's supposed to step up to the playoffs, and they probably took the biggest step. So they're one of these teams that I wonder what the reset does to them, Parker. Remember, 120 points scored, such a huge gap at the end of the first round. It comes in below the cut line.
So Bell's still ahead of Byron by a second and a half. So Bell is starting to extend that gap. So I think right now in Clean Air, Christopher Bell has the best car, even with only taking 2 tires on that last pit stop.
His teammate William Byron riding in the second position. This is a great long-run car. They were top of the more consecutive 10-lap speed in practice. Gucci Fruity Google told me one of the goals for the playoffs was earn more stage points. Over the regular season, they've upped their game, are now in position to grab a bunch of stage points with 44 to go in stage one.
Carson Hocevar is in the top 10 now. So it looks like Hocevar has a good car. Elliott slowly gaining positions, though. So after Larson cutting a tire to last caution, Larson is back in 31st. So he's not really gaining much positions as his teammate Chase Elliott is. So Bowman is getting the spot on Blaney in 7th. Jones got into the wall a little bit. Keeps it going. So they're going to commercial break, and Bell's still in the lead. Packers are trying to come back, though.
That's fine. Optimize for cat litter. Vibes.ai.
Now, everyone's Einstein in sales. Simple shopping. That's all I want. I just want things to be fast and easy. Yeah, to the club.
We want it here already.
Baby,
No, our groceries. I wish we could get same day delivery. Free curbside pickup would be nice. They bring it to me. Yeah. From the club. I thought we bring it to you. See, she brings it to me. Curbside pickup on qualifying orders, $50 or more.
All right, so we're still on commercial. Your top 10. Bell, Byron, Gibbs, Logano, Hamlin, Reddick, Blaney, Bowman, Cindric, and Carson Hocevar is your top 10.
My favorites.
And finally, we made an offensive touchdown, so the game's technically not over yet.
fresh day.
tortilla. The boss of breakfast, gotta be Wendy's.
You already know who the GOAT is. I have arrived. All eyes are on what happens next.
He's having a good day. He runs second. A 26-year-old from
All right, so they're back from commercial break on USA.
So keen. He attended his first race almost 20 years ago. He was a national legends champion and seemed destined to do this from a very young age. He does it well. He made the championship round, the round of 4 in Phoenix last year. He'd love to make it again and go all the way to be a NASCAR Cup Series champion. So much talent.
Check on Tom Grossi.
Into the Cup Series and championships. He's a talented race car mom. Steve, with that, he's smart and he thinks about driving this race car, the things he can do to be better as a driver. He doesn't just point the finger at the team and say, "You guys got to do a better job." He does his part. A lot of long-term success for this guy.
So your top 10 is pretty much the same. Looks like the field are starting to get spread out now. Gibbs is catching up to Byron. Gibbs on the inside, trying to battle Byron on the outside. Byron still stays ahead on the front straightaway as we've completed 48 laps. Elliott has moved up to the top 20 now, so Elliott is slowly moving his way to the front.
Here in Vegas, based on previous race results, we find the board with thanks to Toyota. This is Tyler Reddick. Let's go for a ride. Have a listen. Trying to get that photo modulation too. We're at such a fun racetrack because you can do so many different. Right way to do it, right? You one driver can be running exactly. Throttle input when you want to be in the game. Right against the wall, you go to the corner, you go wide open in the gas, carry tons of speed, then let them get it before you exit. Normally you don't want to do that. Normally you want to wait on the throttle, then go full throttle before exit.
Yeah, so pretty much most cars are running the wall on the outside. I'm not sure if we'll have green flag pit stops this stage because we've already had 2 cautions.
Stevie, the numbers are in the bottom left there. Who catches your eye? I think there's some drivers we have yet to see. Bell is leading, should be the favorite, but what about Gibbs? Could today be his first ever career win? Running third with good pace. You can bet on the down 9 to 1. Go late, running 6 plus 1,000. Gambler, or Jeff, you can take.
So Chase Elliott's now side by side with Daniel Suarez. Chase Elliott kind of got into Suarez the lap before. battling another playoff driver. But Suarez still maintains the position. Yes. The Packers just got a fumble, and they got the ball back. Well, if we can score a touchdown, it could be a one-possession game.
Just barely right now in 19th position. We're riding on board with Tyler Reddick a moment ago. 23-11 has won 3 of the last 5 races here.
Yeah, so right now Bell's still in the lead. Oh, Reddick doesn't have straightaway speed, so Reddick is falling through the pack. Either his car is not handling well, or it could be a mechanical issue on the 45.
Well, Billy the crew chief said, think about what you need to do so you can go to the throttle sooner in the center and carry more speed on the floor. So the response from Tyler was,
That's a touchdown.
So Tyler kind of likes the way his car is driving, no major complaints. So now I've been challenged.
Oh, we're only behind by 1 now. I got Tom Bell's reaction.
So where is it? What does this car need to do? Straightaway speed. That's great information speed. He doesn't always know it. You see the vibe? But now it's clear that I don't know the way to carry this. Just think about it. Last week had the first almost big one. Kyle Lawson had almost perfect run. He led laps of the
Okay, why are you going for 2?
He led more laps of the
But Bell's still in the lead. So pretty much there is some battling going on, but Bell is still in the lead.
It's so much greater.
Oh, they got the 2.
Wouldn't it be easier if you could find what you want?
Oh man, Pack is coming back.
Love watching things get broken. Love barriers. Glass ceilings. And records. In this playoff season, we're going to be from here.
So right now you're on commercial break for NASCAR, so you're not really missing anything. But your top 10 right now is Bell, Byron, Gibbs, Logano, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Austin Cindric, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, and Martin Truex Jr. So Truex is in the top 10 for the first time today. Still is yet to win the race this season. Although he's out of the playoffs, he could still have a chance to win a race this season. Same goes to Kyle Busch, trying to keep that one win a year streak alive. Right now he's in the top 10, so that's still could be possible for him. Or he's not in the top 5 anymore. He's in 18th. I guess he fell back on pit stops, maybe.
Whether you're moving across town or across the country, you can count on Pods to deliver when we say we will, which is why we were voted America's #1 container moving company. Book your move today at pods.com.
All right. So right now, Bell's still in the lead, way ahead of Byron. He's starting to catch up to lap traffic. I mean, besides those two cautions for that four-car wreck on lap 1 and Larson cutting a tire into the wall, it hasn't really been that chaotic.
He's led 61. Joey Logano is having a promising. He runs in the fourth spot at the moment. And this man here, who grew up in Connecticut, was called Charlotte, North Carolina home for a long time. He's a two-time Cup Series champion. Has had a good year, couple of wins. He's putting himself in contention. This guy who thrives, Parker, on big pressure moments, is relishing another opportunity.
Yeah, that's for sure. They seem to always rise up in the playoffs. And if you look, three of their cars here in the top 10, including Austin Cindric, who started back in 17th, is up to 7. And this is interesting because this track historically has not been great for Team Penske. And we've actually seen Team Penske show up in this playoffs in more speed than maybe they had late in the summer earlier this year. And I had an interesting conversation with Brian Yates for Kuchi on that number 2 car.
All right, so right now, notable cars having great runs. Austin Cindric in the top 10 and above the cutoff line at the moment.
So, Steve, I'm curious from your perspective as crew chief, as a team, what does that open up you or allow you to do to focus on the playoffs months in advance?
Well, the teams that have to battle to the end of the regular season to make the playoffs, it's an emotional task, and it also takes a tremendous amount of manpower.
There could be anyone's game. It's only like 10 minutes in the game.
There's 40 weeks of racing. There's so much in the NASCAR schedule. You have to make concessions.
Yeah, Elliott is trying to make his way back to the top 10, though. Right now, Elliott is running 19th, so he's gained a spot on Suarez. He's trying to. Next car he's got to pass is Kyle Busch. So a long race still to go. 15 laps to go in stage 1.
Series champion Denny Hamlin. Up on the high side, we've spoken so much about Denny throughout the playoffs. What went right, what went wrong, and unfortunately more went wrong, but he had enough accumulated points to get through. Bristol last weekend was a much better performance from the 11 team.
But now that looks like the Denny Hamlin we expected. I'm not saying that, but top 5, top 6, top 7 runs, being the aggressor, not waiting for the points to come in before they're taking them. I'm not sure the 11 is exactly what he's looking for.
Hamlin looks like he's trying to battle with Ryan Blaney for 5th place. Looks like Blaney's going to complete that pass. And unfortunately, the Vikings are going to complete that pass as Justin Jefferson's already in the red zone. Right. Oh, somebody's hurt.
Imagine if the 3-time Daytona 500 winner goes on, Jeff, to get this elusive first Cup championship. We're still going to be talking about that first race in Atlanta, aren't we?
And he's going to look back and say, I told you so. He laid it all out there, and it was a gamble. But Denny is a confident guy, and when he has an opinion, he's going to let you know about it, and he's going to follow through on it. So,
Ty Gibbs trying to block Logano for 3rd. Logano getting closer. Seems like Logano's better on the longer run.
Really nice work by Joey Logano to drive up to 3rd position. That was well planned, and that was telegraphed a little while back, wasn't it?
But the gap is closing between Bell and Byron. Byron wants that stage win, and he's trying to catch up to Bell to get the stage win. So it seems like Bell's car is getting weaker this run.
Then as he gets to the middle, he starts turning down the racetrack. Behind him, William Byron has been watching that. Behind him, though, is a little bit quicker than both of them.
Or at least Ontavian Wyatt. Yeah, Byron getting close. Bell trying to use that top line.
Blaney run him down.
How versatile is your car? Is it just a one-line car, or is it one?
Oh, Bell made a mistake and got into the wall. And Byron takes the lead. Is that significant damage to Christopher Bell, who has been dominating this entire stage? Wow, Bell is slow. Yeah, he is slowing as he's already lost a couple positions, about to lose Blaney, and about to be back and forth.
Just not the side grip it needs. He's overcorrects it just a little bit, chases it up into the wall.
So Byron's likely going to get that stage win because of Bell getting into the wall. Wow. So, see, you can not just anybody can beat you at this track, but the track can also beat you if you make a mistake. And that's what happened to Christopher Bell there. So Byron's ahead of Logano by a little less than a second. Yeah. So Gibbs has fallen back to, Bell has fallen back to fourth. Hamlin's trying to pass him for fourth place. And now Suarez is about to go a lap down. And the Vikings just scored a field goal. We just got to score again. We got to score quickly. As Byron is trying to lap Daniel Suarez now. It's on the inside, and he is going to lap Daniel Suarez. So Daniel Suarez, a playoff driver, is now the first car one lap down with a struggling race car. But Logano is not that far behind of Byron with 3 laps to go in the stage. Logano trying to get that playoff point. Blaney is also not that far behind from the 22 either. So it seems like the Penske cars are really good on the long run, and the others not so much. Can Logano catch up to Byron with only 2 laps to go in stage 1?
Opening stage has worked out incredibly well for William Byron.
Yeah, Logano's tries to accelerate for the middle, but he's losing ground now. Byron's going to have to make a mistake if he's not going to win this stage. It doesn't look like he's going to make a mistake. So 1 lap to go in stage 1. Blaney's also trying to battle Logano for second. Remember, all the points in the top 10 counts. They can also help you in this championship battle. we go. Logano on the inside, Byron on the outside. Logano's not going to get there. William Byron's going to win stage 1. That was an interesting race at the end. Byron getting to stage 1. So Bell was going to get that stage. Oh, no. Come on, Jordan Love. Why did you draw the interception? You got to be more patient. That's going to be even more difficult to win this game now. Oh, man. So William Byron's going to win stage 1. So your top 10 now is Byron, Logano, Blaney, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, Martin Truex Jr., Alex Bowman, and Carson Hocevar. Your top 10 to end the stage. So quite a few drivers getting playoff points there, or stage points.
I would describe the sandwich in one word. I would say magical. This is more. And the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A honey pepper pimento chicken sandwich is that extra go back and forth from the spicy filet to the original filet. Personally, I give it to the sweetness of the honey. That's what hits me. Then you have the extra kick from the spicy filet.
All right, so we're on commercial break right now. They stopped Aaron Jones there, so we could get the ball back. All right, so let's look how your playoff drivers are running right now. We got Byron, Logano, Blaney, Hamlin, Bell, Cindric, Bowman, Reddick, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, and Daniel Suarez and Kyle Larson are the first cars one lap down that are playoff drivers. We're on commercial break right now, so you're not like missing anything. And now we're just off a commercial break. Oh, yes. No flag. Let's go. No flag. We get the ball back. All right, so green flag pit stops are about to happen. Yeah, they're still working on damage on Kyle Larson's car.
Second in that stage, he just needs that car to turn a little bit better. Doesn't want to get it too much because it feels like he could get loose. Later the run, his teammate Ryan Blaney will top right of your screen. Just managing the rear still but felt like that car was really good, just a little free on the bottom.
See William Byron in the bottom left of your screen, the 24 car.
Our green flag pit stop's underway. Logano's away with a 9.2 second stop. Good stop by him. Got ahead of Byron on that stop. And it looks like Logano's going to win the race off pit road. So new leader, Joey Logano. His Penske pit crew doing the work there. Gets him out front. Hamlin, the biggest loser, and so is Cindric, losing 3 positions during that pit cycle.
biggest super fans, NASCAR is experienced at Michigan International Speedway.
I mean, there is nothing like adrenaline rush when these cars come by.
All right, so we're I think we're on commercial again after pit stops. So your new top 10. Hold on one second. No! Oh my gosh.
It's good to get some fresh air.
We're turning over the ball too much now. That's so stupid. But the top 10 is Logano, Byron, Blaney, Bell, Gibbs, Suarez, Martin Truex Jr., Hamlin, Hocevar, and Brad Keselowski. That's stupid. You got to be smart in those. You got to be smart in those situations. You got to go out of bounds when you catch the ball.
I want someone who negotiates on prices for me. Like some sort of savings wizard? Exactly.
Join the club.
Join the club and find quality products at incredible prices. Savings wizard. Join the club. Santa's Club.
Save the day by using the Bank of America. To earn 3% cash back on just $1 shooting. Large pizza rate. That's a free pizza on your next order. So you can pizza now and pizza again. Free pizza until your next dinner is cooked. Your future's tough to think. Dinner while it's hot. Only at Pizza.
Oh man, let's see where Chase Elliott's running. Chase Elliott got up to 17th, so he's slowly working his way up to the front. Cannot wait till he makes his way to the front.
It's been racing here at Kansas Speedway since 2001, and there's a terrific aerial shot of the facility.
A false start by the Vikings.
Steve, we saw
Game's still far from over, though. I mean, if the Vikings score a touchdown, then it's over. But even if they score a field goal, we suck.
Straights, which makes it for sure. So they went down to the ground, replace the ones that they can.
top 10 finish there.
All right.
Loose right rear wheel.
We're about to restart now. Here we go. Logano, Byron, side by side. Green flags back in the air.
William Byron, maximum points from the opening stage. Joey Logano and Team Penske teammate Ryan Blaney were in great shape. Carson Hocevar is in the mix.
Surprised Logano picks the bottom. Does not get a good restart, and Byron's going to pass him. As they're side by side, it's Bell is working his way back to the front in second. We know he still has a good car to win this race, and he's trying to get back to the front. So Byron leads that lap from lap 88 to 267.
Now it's just racing for honors, racing for wins. He's tucked in behind the 21-year-old Carson Hocevar. Bell back on the attack. We saw those points.
Yeah, but he didn't have possession of the ball, though. Although he...
As he fights hard.
Oh, shit.
Like Gibbs.
Oh, Minnesota's challenge. All right, so Byron's in the lead. Logano's second. Gibbs has gained a spot on Bell. Bell's fourth. Blaney's fifth. Hamlin's sixth. Bowman's seventh. Truex eighth. 4-9. And Brad Keselowski for the first time today is in 10th. First time in the top 10.
You mentioned it a couple times today up here. You're Freeze fast, running 14. Another SHR. I'm impressed with that organization and everything they're facing. We talk a lot about Briscoe. Just a reminder, it's a four-car organization. Briscoe's in the playoffs, but continuing to bring the best race cars they know how to bring. Even though
It's overturned. They get the first down. Now it's even more difficult for the Packers to win. So your top 10 right now, we got Byron, Logano, Gibbs, Bell, Hamlin, Blaney, Bowman, Hocevar, Truex, and Brad Keselowski. So it's mostly playoff drivers in the top 10 right now, with Byron still the leader. He's gapped Logano by a second.
It's a great racetrack. Drivers like tracks where you can try to run different lines, do something different than the guy in front of you, do something different than the guy behind you trying to block you. But on the top of that, no car out here drives perfectly. Can I move around on the racetrack and make my car drive better? Influence. This track allows you to do that.
Hamlin trying to battle Bell now. He's going to get fourth place. What a pass. Bell with the crossover, though, coming back. But Hamlin, strong on the top. He's going to stay side by side with Christopher Bell. And he's going to get fourth, I believe. Hocevar is doing good, though, in eighth.
So we talk a lot about young drivers. It's fair to say they all have a lot to learn, but some are learning at a quicker rate than others, and some are just faster. Carson, to me, has a little bit of that hit factor. You know, Jeff, just when you see this car, it does make some erratic moves at times and some things that I think will come with experience, but you cannot replace just car, field, and pace. I think Hocevar has that in raw talent.
Right. So, yeah, Byron's about more than a second and a half ahead of Logano. Gibbs is in third. Hamlin's fourth, and Blaney's fifth. So it's pretty much starting out like the first stage did. Some of the cars spread out, but you never know what can happen. We had Larson cut a tire earlier, so that could mix things up. We've also had cars on the long run catch up to other cars that were really good on the short run. So it's still going to be an interesting race. Let's look at playoff drivers and where they run. So we got Byron, Logano, 1-2. Hamlin 4th, Bell 5th, Blaney 6th, Bowman 7th. Stop. 14th Reddick, 19th Elliott, 24th Briscoe, 25th Cindric, 28th Suarez. Suarez is the last car on the lead lap that's a playoff driver. And Larson's the first car one lap down 31st. And we got a caution. Eric Jones stuck and spun in the grass. And the caution's out, and Larson's going to get back on the lead lap.
NASCAR doesn't get to decide. Right here, let's take a look what happened to the 43. Here he is. You heard him say it just came. And he's all by himself. And that is certainly what happened. Remember, Jones didn't get to run this race in the spring. He's coming off that huge.
Yeah, Jones looks like he got into the wall a little bit and just spun around and dug through the grass and off the lot. So, yeah, third caution of the day for an incident. Fourth if you add the stage caution.
So, the 43 was the car scored. The first car scored 1 because it wasn't another. You don't just get it to the next.
Okay, pivotal. Fourth down here. We got to get the stop. Oh, I think he got it.
That's really what this team needs. They need a series.
They're going to have to measure it, but I think he got the first. Oh, he made it short. Because his knee might have got down.
I think we're going to see the entire field on pit road, but it opens again just like we did earlier because this puts everybody in their fuel window. I don't think you could risk staying on the racetrack. You know, honestly, the tires will help.
Wow. So Packers still in this.
So, fuel window on pit road will be once again very, very busy. Remember, Bell took 2 tires. We heard the report from Marty. Adam Stevens thought that's what hurt the 20 car. Why was on the good slide? So, will other teams be that concerned? You know, put 2, take 4. I think it'd be a little split. It's as simple as stage 1. It's like 60 to go. Yeah, because they're not the best. It's like 5 laps longer than the first week. It's great to see it back in the racetrack. For those who don't know, a few weeks back, during the Olympic break, injured both legs, had to have surgery on both knees. He had to stay home for a few weeks. Still can't really bend his legs with the injuries he has. Great to have it back. Always fun to talk to in the garage. Those about age should not get out of it. I mean, when I knew it was going, I said, "How you heard it?" He went, I don't really want to say here. Talk about it. I said, "What? You know, what's the sun crazy? Silly with my kids, mess around."
All right, so your top 10 right now in NASCAR race is Byron, Logano, Gibbs, Hamlin, Bell, Blaney, Bowman, Hocevar, Truex, and Kyle Busch. Your top 10.
Does a really good job right there. Like Christopher slid and lost those spots. He didn't say what happened. And he's oh man, that's on me. You're on your tires. I could have done a better job.
So it looks like the only car pitting right now is Larson, obviously, probably trying to fix damage from the contact with the wall earlier.
So Steve, how forward thinking do you immediately, even when it goes green, have a plan for the next time you get a caution because this one came pretty quick.
Every lap, you're doing 2 things. You're either evaluating your car versus the competition, or you're asking yourself, what is my next step?
Yeah, it seems like pretty much the cars in the back are pitting. It wouldn't make sense because Seems like tires aren't really getting you much track position. As shown with Christopher Bell when he only took 2 and he stayed mostly in the front until he got into the wall during stage 1. Oh no, never mind. Everybody's pitting. Never mind. I thought it looked like on my Chase Elliott onboard that cars, but obviously everybody's pitting. Apologize there. Logano's away with a 9.2 second stop. Looks like you're taking 4 tires here. Byron's away. Hamlin with a slow pit stop. He's going to lose quite a bit of positions. And Kyle Busch only taking 2 tires there. Gets out into the lead in front of Christopher Bell. So Kyle Busch with 2 tire pit stop right there. So let's look at your top 10 after pit stops.
Where's your back? I really tried sleeping, but I'm done struggling. Now I sleep with Inspire.
I think some tried to stay out. I think Gibbs, Hamlin stayed out. I think it's still trying to adjust itself. The screen is. Oh, here we go. Busch is first, Bell second, Hamlin's third, Byron's fourth, Gibbs fifth, Bowman sixth, Blaney seventh, Hocevar eighth, ninth, Truex, and 10th, Keselowski.
That's everything you get with the new 5-bone new beauty. Valvoline Restore presents a first of its kind innovation that returns distance to are moving up to 100% of the process. Restore your engine to perform like new. Restore and protect.
What a catch by Jaden Reed. So even though it looks unlikely, Packers are still trying to win the game.
Sorry, I need to work. Mine's also working. I just need to.
Alan says your business vehicle is now covered with Progressive.
Touchdown with 1 minute left. And there's a lot of interesting things going on right now. Now we got this one side.
Back in Kansas, we are really just trying to get going in stage 2. By Eric Jones. Leaves us with a couple to talk about.
So let's see what happened to Hamlin on this pit stop. The jack drop on Denny Hamlin. So that's why he lost positions.
Busch came out with the lead. Kyle Busch is not full of fuel here. And we'll see because he got enough. You would imagine they think they can probably stay.
All right, so it'll be Kyle Busch on the outside, Bill on the inside for the restart.
So they gave up this to the game, but certainly with more fuel. Another great area to well as this extended area coverage today of this Hollywood Casino 400. Say thanks to it's brought to you by Traveller. For a spectacular day to go racing, especially since we're in the postseason, we're in the playoffs of the NASCAR Cup Series. It's a Kansas winner who will lead the field.
Here we go. Busch and Bell, side by side. Green flags in the air. Kyle Busch really being pushed by Logano. Got really far out there. Oh, Gibbs on the outside. Has that momentum out of 3 and 4. Going to try to gain a position on Byron. But he just doesn't have the momentum in this straightaway, as Kyle Busch is still your leader. With Bell second on the outside. Here comes Bell. What does Busch do? Bell's on the inside. Busch is on the outside. Bell is going to try to slide up. He doesn't clear Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is still side by side with him. And Vikings recover, so the Packers lose. We can't tell this coming back.
And looming is William Byron, the man who won stage 1. His teammate Alex Bowman's there, and the reigning series champion Ryan Blaney got out of this. Next one, his restarts a while. Logano to the bottom. Can you imagine if Joey Logano grabbed the win here today and repeat what he did in Atlanta by confirming his spot in the next round, in the round of 8?
Well, at least the game wasn't a blowout. We almost came close to winning. Now your top 10 is Bell, Logano, Busch, Gibbs, Bowman, Reddick. Well, now Bowman's in the top 5.
Two-time Cup Series champions here on track together. Busch up high, Logano down low, and Christopher Bell keen to make it.
So yeah, Busch has lost position to Bell and Logano. So Busch is back in third.
Stage 1 with that issue that put it into the fence. Bowman around his teammate. Great battle between those two drivers.
As Bowman has just passed Byron. So Bowman's trying to make his way to the front.
I said, how have you performed so well in these playoffs when not that long ago you were being questioned by every member of the media about your position and would you still get Henry Motorsports next year? And he said, I know what I'm capable of. I was able just to shut out the noise and get on to that. And it feels good.
I had a conversation with Alex Bowman briefly. I've been in that situation where you're going to question your job. Are you going to be there next year? I reminded him about what got him here. That's his ability to drive a race car. And just going to be you. Just going to do your thing. You watch him race all the time, Steve. I just feel like he's an underappreciated race car driver. His style just hangs around, continues to be around, and the opportunity.
Oh! I think Kyle Busch got into the wall. He's going to lose some momentum here. He get passed by Byron and Bowman. It's your top 5: Bell, Logano, Gibbs, Byron, and Alex Bowman. And Blaney is in 6th. And Busch has lost a couple positions because he hit the wall. Still quite a bit of racing to go, though. Only on lap 113 of 267.
He was out of the gas. Just couldn't slow down quick enough. Fire out the pipes completely out of gas. Nearly 200 miles an hour. You just can't, you're not driving through your city streets. You can't stop what's dying. I don't see any huge damage. I'm looking at the nose of the 48 with that crazy allied paint scheme. It's a good looking paint scheme, but I have a hard time telling. Now the team will get instant high resolution still images. All the manufacturers have photographers all the way around the racetrack. They will take many shots of this 48 car. And they will instantly be downloaded to 48 engineers and crew chiefs. Even the war room back at Henry Motorsports will take a look. I don't really see anything a little mild in the upper Chevrolet. Nothing jumping out. So yeah, no, not too serious. Your big concern is if it meant anything or broke any of the ductwork loose, it might not cool very well. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. Think about this: the four Hendrick Chevrolets that are in these playoffs. Kyle lost the number 1 seat, went into the wall. He had a rear tire issue, and he's a lap down and still trying to dig his way out of that. Chase Elliott had an engine change yesterday and started from the rear. He's still digging his way through the field.
Yeah, so right now your top 10 is Bell, Logano, Gibbs, Byron, Bowman, Blaney, Truex Jr., Chastain. Chastain's first time he's in the top 10 today. Busch, Ryan Preece, also first time in the top 10. They got a battle between Hamlin and Chase Elliott. As Hamlin has already passed Chase Elliott, so Hamlin's back in the top 15 after having that bad pit stop.
He's currently in 14. He's on the way back, but he's still got work to do. 3 wins this year for this man who is still in search of his belated NASCAR Cup Series championship. He's been driving for Coach Gibbs for 20 seasons now. Can this be the one?
They say you can't put a price on fun, but they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Well, it's now $1.99 at Sonic. Even queso wraps and more. Take that, they $1.99. Items always $1.99.
So Gibbs looks like he's gained second place back in front of Logano. It's mainly been the same top 5 throughout the entire race.
And asked about treatment advances in HCM. It gave me new hope.
Talk to your cardiologist today. Visit hcmrealtalk.com to learn more.
Reputations are earned. They're built with hard work, time, and consistency. They're respected, trusted. They're real, and they're rare. Introducing Travel Whiskey, the result of reputation.
So right now we're on commercial breaks, so you're not really missing anything. Zane Smith's in the top 10 for the first time today.
First thing you think of when you see a pickup truck is this guy. Join us at Toyota Racing.
$1.99 menu. Always $1.99 each.
Fridays. USA's the new Friday Night SmackDown. It all goes down on Friday Night SmackDown. Live Fridays 8 on USA.
to download the official app of NASCAR. Follow the action for free live scoring, in-car cameras, and radio broadcasts. You can upgrade to premium full access to both radio channels with the ad-free streaming. Search NASCAR Race to download and start trial. Running ball up to 31, Daniel Henry with the South Point machine.
Like we're back from commercial break, and Bell is ahead of Logano by more than a second. Myron's only a second and a half behind. So top three pretty close to each other. Blaney's fourth, Bowman's fifth, Gibbs is sixth, Truex Jr. seventh, eighth is Chastain, ninth is Kyle Busch, and 10th is Zane Smith. So it seems like the passing has calmed down for a little bit.
I tell you what, they've had speed today. They have come all the way from that sort of 19th race's way into the top 10. You told me a couple of weeks ago, Parker, to be honest, I want to win so bad in my final year. I haven't been able to do it, and sometimes I'm trying too hard. I'm pushing too much, but today I very well executed the race and a lot of speed in the 19.
There's already another driver who wants to win very badly. The driver that ended is pretty loose on the He was actually very loose.
Not gonna lie, this race hasn't been 100% boring, but at least it's not as boring as Kansas.
Everyone's been asking, where's RCR? Where's the speed? Where's Kyle Busch have the speed in these race cars to win races? I asked him about that today, and he said, you know, the frustrating part is when the cars drive well, they just don't have the potential. They don't have the speed that we expect when they are driving well right now, settling inside the top 10 on those two tires. Behind him, Brad Keselowski at 6, up to 11. From a 26 starting position, that team had a lot of confidence that qualifying was just not indicative of the speed they had. We've seen that he got there on pure pace driving to the field. He's got a lot of speed in that 6.
Yeah, and the teammate Chris Buescher in the 15th position after starting 25th. We talked so much about that crazy close finish at the beginning of our broadcast. On the losing side of that was Chris Buescher by near inches. I was in the pit stall for that race of Chris Buescher. I watched the elation when they thought they won, to understanding that it was the 5 that got the win, the pure heartbreak, seeing the faces of that team. And I asked them coming into this race, what can we expect? And they said, it's going to be a battle out here because the trail guys have elevated their game. And after that finish in the spring was Chris Buescher's only top 5 finish on a mile-and-a-half track. So we knew it was going to be a war out here today. Chris complained the front end wasn't very good. They started to lose rear on the long run in the first half of the race.
So right now, Bell is still in the lead. Logano is closing that gap to a second. And Hamlin's trying to battle his way back into the top 10. Telling you, Hamlin still has a good car. He just, his pit crew and everybody else could not make mistakes.
Helped him out, right? If you go forward 2 or 3 spots, he kind of bail you out. But it seems like Marty, this 45 car, lose a couple spots on both pit stops.
Yeah, I think, Steve, considering how good they have been here in the past, being the defending winner of this race and also having won last time this tire was run in Michigan a couple of weeks ago, really dominating fashion. Everybody expected them to be much quicker. But Tim, if I go back to that radio Billy Scott said earlier, saying, hey, I want you to get back to the gas. Junior, we're really getting filled on the front stretch speed-wise. Kyle Wright told him right there, you see it. He said, I'm so loose off the corner. If I get back to the gas,
yeah, so it seems like Reddick's struggling on his long run. He is no longer in the top 10. So those 2311 cars are not running well at all. And thank you, Chargers, for intercepting Patrick Mahomes.
Two playoff drivers that are trying to manage this day. Suarez is 23rd, Briscoe is 24th. Yeah, they are right behind. Right behind that. And These cars are about 4 cents a second, almost half a second off of what Christopher Bell is running. And big struggle back here. You know what? I think for Chase Briscoe, if he looks at this first race in the round of 12, he's going to say, I started the playoffs, lost. Coming out of Atlanta, lost. At least if I get some points today, even though I've lost, as you saw previously on the screen, it's lost in the playoff points.
So 33 laps to go in stage 2.
I'm in a better position than where I was where I started the playoffs. We'll see. There's the updated points on the screen right now.
Bell is still in the lead. Logano is closing little by little, though. With 33 laps to go in stage 2.
The next two tracks in this round are two very difficult ones, as it was in the last round. These two guys in particular battle, but Talladega and the local up next. No telling what can happen in those tracks.
The view back was next to Allied on board. Alex Bowman, Chevy, looking back at his teammate Willie Byron. So after that contact with Kyle Busch earlier, on turn 2, he's steady.
So yeah, Logano is closing that gap. Hamlin is back in the top 10 after having a bad pit stop.
Joey Logano, the 22, the 12, Ryan Blaney. These two had a great race at the end of stage 1, and now let's do it all over again. 31 to go in stage 2.
31 laps to go in stage 2. 5, Larson hoping for a yellow in the free pass position. Christopher Bell continues to lead, but up on the half straightaway is the 15 of Pasquale. The 5 of Larson holding off Ty Dillon. And on the right side of the screen, you see the leader, and on the left, you see Pasquale coming the next car up the road, the 43 of Jones, who's already a few laps down there in front of him, Pasquale. So Larson wants this yellow before other cars go one lap down.
It's kind of like this strange repetition of what happened. Like, think about Atlanta, he crashed out. We've already shown you that. Then he had issues at Watkins Glen. And then last weekend at Bristol was his only incident-free playoffs race. Here we go again. We start the round of 12 as Blaney puts it on the inside of Logano.
Lane is going to enter low, slide up the top, the other 22 turn back to the left. He can clean pass by 12. Now I want to see what Blaney has. I want to see it in clean air. Christopher Bell only half a second in front of him. Blaney go get him. Well, I believe so. And I've been looking at the lap times as he's been running down the tunnel. I do believe the 12 has the best car.
Blaney has gotten past Logano, though. Logano is now closing on Bell with 28 laps to go in stage 2.
He said we've never really been great here. We've just been okay. Well, better than okay. Another 4-time Super Bowl winners. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Royals, by the way, they're headed to the postseason. They won 85 games this year. And the collegiate teams, the Jayhawks and the Wildcats, they've been going well too.
Looking for a reason to try the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's? Here's 1, 2, 3.
Right, I got to pee for Chevy real quick, so I'll be right back.
That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal.
Good morning, commuters. Looks like we got traffic backed up for miles. Starting with a downed tree blocking East Avenue and a broken water main causing a bottleneck on the westbound lanes. We got weekend travelers flooding the turnpike, meaning it's bumper traffic for the foreseeable future. I get comfortable. You might be there for a while.
Block from watching a big match. Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases like live streaming.
With so much great entertainment out there, wouldn't it be easier if you could find what you want all in one place?
Favorites. on in-store market purchases only at Ashley. Shop more deals in-store and online.
There's another reason to try a new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's.
How far will you go to win it all?
I would say, as the world knows, I was in a cycle.
From the producers of The Traitors and The Circle, from today, where real-life perception
I'm not afraid to get after it.
meets online deception.
Shots fired.
And at best, you're winning.
Another game, fake ass bitches.
USA's New Homes. New episodes Mondays at 11.
I'm back.
23 laps remaining in the second stage of the Hollywood Casino 400 here at Kansas Speedway. We've got a new race leader.
So Ryan Blaney is taking the lead since we've been on commercial break.
This is how we got it done. And while that replay runs, we've got a caution on the racetrack.
And a caution's out for Daniel Hemrick in the 31. So caution out with 22 laps to go in stage 2.
Racetrack with damage. I guess at this point, totally for something. You know what I mean? Yeah, he announced he is not returning to this ride next year. I'm not sure what his plans are.
Yeah, so Hemrick just went for a spin.
Listen to this.
Seems like coming off a pit road, he spun around. So that helps Kyle Larson get back on the lead lap.
So follow up on Chip's points, Daniel Hemrick. Not sure of his plans for 2025. We do know that Clyde Dillon will be back for some time in coming. So the Dillon brothers back together at the highest level in NASCAR competition. We'll wait and see what happens to this man.
With 20 laps to go in stage, pit road is open. This is those moments that the pit crew can score you points. If you can have a great pit stop, out inside the top 6, 8, 10 positions. So can we see a bounce back from Hamlin, who has recovered? He's driven back up to the 8th position.
Here we go. Pit stops underway. Pretty much everybody's on pit road. Seems like every caution, all of them have pitted. Pretty much. And look at that. It looks like Zane Smith taking a gamble on 2 tires. And Bell beats Logano off pit road. Hamlin, Elliott in the top 10 off pit road. Blaney, the biggest loser on pit stops, losing 5 spots. I see Hemrick on the wall and it damaged the car, and that's how he spun. So there's more to it. So we're on commercial break now, and this race has gotten interesting.
Hi guys. You look great. Now that I have Inspire, I'm free for struggling with my mask. Inspire's asleep after you sleep. Inside my body. Look at this button. I'm going to get
Inspire. Sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and be reported safety
Did you know your retail burger has is quick in the act. Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card.
Hold on, top 10's got update. Here we go. So your top 10 before we restart is Zane Smith, Christopher Bell, Joey Logano, Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson stayed out, Truex Jr., Blaney, Bowman, Byron, Denny Hamlin, and Chase Elliott in 11th.
Switch to Square and join over 4 million businesses worldwide. Scheduling is easy with Square plans. Clients can book online 24/7. Take payments at your station or the front desk. To offer seamless checkouts. Keep track of commissions and split tips with just a few clicks. Gain time and peace of mind with beauty tools that bring everything together. Switch to Square today at square.com.
Wait, use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, heal. Where'd you learn that? SmokyBear.com. Don't start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Reminder to join NASCAR's free rewards program that started in points return to Denver Owners Rewards. You can earn every time you check in for a race, trade points in for free tickets, exclusive gear, autographed merchandise, and one-of-a-kind race day stories. That's at NASCAR.com/fan rewards. Kim Coon, what's happening?
Yeah, Denny Hamlin back on pit road. He called up to the crew and said, "Is everything tight?" And crew chief Chris Gabhart said, "We're not sure. We're checking." He asked Hamlin to
Oh, so Hamlin.
stop so fast when you're feeling something. Then he said, "We don't slot in the rear." They checked with the crew, and Gabhart said, "There's some concern and down here. So bring it to us if you need to." So a loose wheel, not a lot tight on Denny Hamlin's machine.
Second time. Remember earlier they had attacked the right side of the second time. That time the left, or excuse me, the right rear. Now on the left side.
So Hamlin had a pit for possibly a loose wheel, but at least it's happened under caution instead of under green where he could have corrected him. That hurt his day. So restart. Zane Smith, Christopher Bell. Zane Smith's on the inside, Bell's on the outside. Green flag's back in the air. Actually, a good start for Zane Smith, who's getting a push on the bottom by Ty Gibbs. But Bell just strong on the outside. He's going to stay side by side with Zane Smith and should be in the lead out of turn 3. Oh, spin! Looks like Justin Haley and John Hunter Nemechek. Caution's out already. See what happened. So I guess what happened there, Justin Haley thought he was clear and he wasn't. Came down on John Nemechek and that caused a 2-car incident.
right there. Something's off or something. Yeah, I don't know if that's. He goes nice and slow. Nobody's coming down. No contact, no contact, no contact. That right there. I mean, he's turning lap 442. John Hunter has no idea what's happening. Something happened. Justin Davis had a kind of driver just turning late. Either some complete miscommunication between spotter and driver or
So yeah, so that was a spin between Justin Haley and John Nemechek. Justin Haley's now in the 7. Remember, Spire and Rick Ware Racing made a trade where LaJoy is now driving to 51 and Haley is driving to 7. Let's look at your top 10. So your top 10 is Bell, Zane Smith, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, Alex Bowman, Joey Logano, Martin Truex Jr., William Byron, Chase Elliott, and Ross Chastain in 10th.
Ongoing distance, a very good praise for the caution before this. Cliff Gators took the opportunity for the 8th pit stop of the day for Kyle Larson to get him fixed up. I asked him, is there a percentage of where the car is? 100%, 90, 80. Really hard to say, but I know this. Every stop, we're getting it much closer in the window. And when they were down a lap, Jeff, he looked me right in the eye and he said, if we get back on the lead lap, they now have, we will finish top 15. You mark my words. So still some confidence in the 5 camp. This day is not over. The top 15 finish is not out the window.
No quit in this team. And he's done a great job of managing the situation. He's given every opportunity to work on it. He's taken it. He's been efficient and made good changes. Just got to keep improving, right? Continue reaching. Check this view out. John Hunter, Nemechek, wrong place, wrong time. Front end of that car got everyone crazy.
So yeah, I believe that's like the 5th or I think it's the 5th caution that's came out today. We're not even done with Stage 2 yet, so we still got a long race to go.
With Salesforce Einstein AI,
Einstein, how can I increase that engagement?
everyone at Formula One can be an Einstein. Because with unified customer data and trusted AI, it's easy to personalize messages that wow every fan, everywhere, all at once. Now everyone's Einstein. With Salesforce.
You're ahead of the game, son. The scout for football college is up in the stands.
You get around to go to school for insurance.
Didn't raise no insurance, man.
But you did, Dad.
Football's your passion. Mine is providing around-the-clock protection for drifting customers of Bundle Home and Auto. He's out here for football. You're giving up on your dream, James.
Giving for yours.
Okay, wait.
Dude, what are you doing?
Protecting my car. That's too much work.
WeatherTech is so much easier. Laser measured floor liners up here, seat protector, and cargo liner back there.
So let's look at your top 10 before we restart. So we got Bell, Zane Smith, Gibbs, Blaney, Bowman, Logano, Truex, Byron, Chase Elliott, and Ross Chastain in your top 10. Let's look at the playoff drivers as they run. So we got Bell, Blaney, Bowman, Logano, Byron, Elliott in the top 10. We got Cindric 13th. 16th is Reddick, 17th is Suarez, 18th Briscoe. Those 3 drivers have been having a rough day. 25th is Larson. He's back on the lead lap. He's going to try get back into the top 10. And Hamlin in 29th. The last playoff driver still running in the race. He had a loose wheel, the caution before the last, and that's why he's back there. All right, Bell and Zane Smith. Green flags back in the air. 12 laps to go on the stage. A lot of cars, 3 and 4 wide in the back. Bell is in the lead. Smith trying to get back at him. Going to look on the inside. But Bell has that momentum on the outside. He's going to clear him for the moment. And Bowman is working his way to the front. He just got past Gibbs and Blaney and is now up to third. He's about to pass Zane Smith as well as Logano losing quite a bit of spots on this restart. So that wasn't a good restart for Logano there. So 10 laps to go in stage 2. Right now your top 10 is Christopher Bell, Zane Smith, Alex Bowman, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr., Chastain, Logano, and Carson Hocevar, your top 10. Elliott passing Logano for 9th place and trying to battle Chastain too. And Elliott, after starting last, has made his way to the top 10 and making contact with Ross Chastain there. Trying to side draft him. And a caution is out for Austin Cindric, who's got a flat tire and his day could be done. We're going to have to see what happened to Cindric there. But he was running pretty much in the top 20. I got into Kyle Busch there and just spun around and flat spotted 2 of his tires. And he hit the wall on the inside.
That's a contact with Chastain. The incident happened behind those guys. I'm sure there's more to it. Let's watch the 8 relative to the wall and the 2 relative to the 8. And 2 goes right. That's very odd. I don't know if he's trying to get to his left.
Yeah, I think the 2 was trying to side draft the 8 car and just got loose and spun himself out.
Raises the wall here. Right there. Hits the wall. So how much damage did that do? See right there, though.
Yeah, Cindric's got a little bit of damage, but he's away. So that's the 7th caution.
Back-to-back 10s. The first 2 playoff races, 13. Last weekend in Bristol, and then now some adversity. This is an interesting spot. Yeah, 7 laps. They rode a little just about 6 laps below the end of the stage. So if you're in position to score stage points and you want to stay on the racetrack, well, just put it out there. You take something like Mayweather and score it as a 16, right? I think there's an argument that you could pick right here and not get to the stage. And you're not adding a pit stop because you still have to pit in the final stage, so it kind of splits the strategy a different way. And so I believe there's going to be a plan. Look at how organized the back half of the field is. I think there's going to be some takers on pit road.
Oh, we got a few cars fitting. Zane Smith, Truex, Chastain, and Logano. So not everybody comes in, but some do. Yeah, so pretty much a few cars in the top 10, a few of them in the back are pitting right now. And Truex Jr. is gone. So Truex wins the race off pit road. We'll have to see how the field is like after the scoring board goes up. Let's see.
So much great entertainment out there.
So your top 10 now is Bell, Bowman, Blaney, Ty Gibbs, William Byron, Chase Elliott, Chase Briscoe, Brad Keselowski, Noah Gragson, and Denny Hamlin back in the top 10. Then you got McDowell 11th, Kyle Larson 12th, and Martin Truex Jr. being the first one to pit off pit road in 13th. So 12 cars stayed out during that caution. Liking this race so far. The cautions are making it interesting. Right, so we're under commercial break, so you're not really missing anything. But I will give you a recap. So, Christopher Bell started on pole, and we had the caution come out with a 4-car wreck in the back involving Harrison Burton, Daniel Ty Dillon, Jimmy Johnson, and Josh Berry. Chase Elliott narrowly avoided that. Then we had another restart, and I think we had another caution. Forgot what the other caution was, but there was 2 cautions, I believe, in stage 1. And Byron won the stage, passing Bell late in stage 1. We had that stage end. We had, and then Bell worked his way back to the lead, and we had quite a bit of cautions during this second stage. I think we're likely either going to end under yellow for this stage, or yeah, we're still going to have a couple laps to go before we end stage 2, but the cautions are pretty much prolonging this race. Logano's complaining about his car. That's funny. Here we go. Bell and Bowman side by side. Green flags in the air. 4 laps to go in stage 2. Bell had a great start, but Bowman is back side by side with him. And Bowman has taken the lead away from Christopher Bell. A lot of cars 3 and 4 wide in the middle of the pack. You do not want to be around there. Bell is into the wall. Yeah, Bell got in the wall kind of like he did earlier in stage 1. So that means Bowman's likely going to win this stage unless the other drivers catch up to him. So 2 laps to go in stage 2. And Bell is continuing to lose positions. Briscoe, Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch are side by side, 3 wide for 8th place. Kyle Busch is going to get the best there, and he's going to get up to 8th, right behind Chase Elliott. That's in 7th. And we've got 1 lap to go. Chastain and Hamlin are side by side. Gibbs trying to get closer to Bowman to get that stage point, to keep at least Bowman from getting a playoff point. Gibbs charging hard, but he just doesn't have the corner right there. And Alex Bowman's going to win stage 2.
Well done, Alex Bowman. The 48 scores maximum points. The Chicago Street Race winner. That's what got him into these playoffs. Rumors swirling that he was going to lose this ride. He's proving everybody wrong by the way he's driving in these playoffs.
Excuse me, I happen to be passing. Does that mean my phone's worked out?
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 15 months. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a month when you buy 10. That's just $60 a month. So switch to the carrier ranked #1 in network coverage and customer satisfaction. And get 2 unlimited.
Right, so Bowman's going to win that stage. So the top 10 are now Alex Bowman, Ty Gibbs, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, Carson Hocevar, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Chase Elliott, 9th, 10th, Chase Briscoe. My. All right, so only about 5 drivers that were playoff drivers getting stage points there. With Bowman winning the stage. Blaney's 3rd, Byron's 4th, Elliott is 9th, and Briscoe's 10th. So those drivers got stage points. Hamlin's 11th, Reddick's 13th, Bell is 16th after hitting the wall that last restart. 18th, Suarez. Logano's in the back in 27th after making that pit stop. His car is struggling. Larson's in 30th. He got back on a lead lap, and Cindric is 1 lap down in 34th. So long race to go as we just completed stage 2.
Tradition travel must be the result of reputation.
NASCAR's wild card weekend. It's a war. That's how it's supposed to be. Wide open weekend, wild card race. The ultimate NASCAR experience. Camping, concerts, tailgating, and an edge-of-your-seat thrill ride in NASCAR's playoffs. Think your driver's making the cut? Good luck. The Bank of America Roval 400, October 12th and 13th. It's a wide open weekend and a wild card race. Get your tickets today at CharlotteMotorspeedway.com. Now to your Thunder driver looking here today at Kansas. Did they score stage points? At the conclusion of the second, well, maximum points goes to Alex Bowman. Like Gibbs chased him up, non-playoff driver. It was pretty close at the end. Ryan Blaney continues to have an amazing day. He hasn't had a top 5 here since 2017. So this is shaping up really well for the reigning series champ.
All right, so pit stops are about to happen. Bowman, Gibbs stays out. Other drivers staying out. The ones that did not pit last caution are pitting. Let's see what happens here.
Got third in that stage to score the second most stage points in this race. He wanted to make some adjustments because they know he'll be farther back in the pack.
Yeah, I thought William Byron has scored the most stage points today. He said he still needs help on the exit. Once the car field he had at the beginning.
So it looks like Bowman's going to win a race off pit road. Ahead of Blaney, Byron, And Keselowski there. Elliott lost one position on pit road.
Still straight on the 20. We'll now see if we can recover with a second wall contact today for Christopher Bell.
Crazy stuff after leading so many laps in that second stage. He came across the line at 16. So let's have a look at the state of play as far as the stage points earned today. And look at William Byron, 17, 16 from leading. Bowman with 12. Ty Gibbs may not be in the playoffs, but he's racing well today and earning plenty of points. Golden's still working.
They're still working on repairs for Kyle Larson. All right, so your top 10 now. After pit stops the cycle, we got Ty Gibbs, Carson Hocevar, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Ross Chastain, Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Zane Smith, Daniel Suarez, and Harrison Burton in 10th. Definitely a lot more different than it was earlier in the day, and there's only like 2 playoff drivers that are in the top 10 now. Most of them are in the back because they just pitted. It's going to be interesting to see how they can climb their way to the front.
So many people helping in so many different ways. And I want to introduce you to Brad Ball, the official actually working in Kyle Larson's pit stop today. He is a retired police officer in Newport, Tennessee. And he told me yesterday, when I get back home, I'm going to go back to work for the police force. And I'm going to work as long as it takes to recover everyone that I can and help everyone get past this. This is Newport, Tennessee, where the dam broke on Friday. The downtown was completely flooded. Brad and his family are fine. And I said, how long are you willing to do this between your job here at the track and what you'll do volunteering back at home? He said, as long as it takes. I need to get my community back up and running. So yes, you can give a donation to the Red Cross, but you can also help out in so many different ways.
There's going to be so many examples like that. People just going off the field and all those in need. There are so many in need. So for those of you affected, we're thinking of you.
So Larson's off pit road again. They're just trying to make repairs on Larson's car.
Here in Kansas, it has been an eventful day for the #1 seed. You're looking at the HenryCars.com Chevy of Kyle Larson. Could be in more stark contrast to a week ago in Bristol, when he dominated the race, almost led the entire race, Marty. But today, it has been double-digit visits to pit lane.
Yes, Lee, I can confirm your count. 10 pit stops now for Kyle Larson and Cliff Daniels, who had a long conversation before this lane is set repairs. Listen.
I don't know. I just don't have a seat, so
All right, so we're about to get restarted here. Gibbs will be the leader.
Yes, Steve, so they have tried to get this 5-car back to the condition that they feel like it could be to finish top 15, but clearly they have some work to do, not only in top of the pit box, in the pit stall, but not watching behind the wheel as well.
some of the data that these teams don't have is what does they damage the user feel like. And the drivers I talked to say it takes so much.
It's going to be Ty Gibbs, and I believe. Who's that? I think it's Hocevar. They're side by side. Green flags back in the air. There's less than 100 laps to go.
Who leads the Rookie of the Year points, leads this field back to green.
And Hocevar trying to clear Gibbs, but can't. Gibbs got the run on the outside. And Gibbs is going to stay ahead at the moment. Now Hocevar crosses him back and takes the lead. away from Ty Gibbs.
Memories of this track from his truck days. And Jim, to your point earlier, having fun, he said, I'd love to get up by the
As man, a lot of cars are battling all around the field at the moment.
Well, this isn't fun back here for these guys. Those of those who've been used to being up front all
So your
day.
top 5 now is Hocevar, Gibbs, Kyle Busch, Chastain, and Martin Truex Jr.
You heard that radio from the 22 of Joey Logano. He was frustrated. He was dropping back. His pocket documented earlier. He's Christopher Bell.
Yep, some playoff drivers trying to make their way for the field. Logano is not. He is struggling in that 22 right now.
And you know as a driver who you're racing, you know all those guys are playoff guys. Gotta find a way by them.
Hamlin trying to push his way through here. He's on the way back again. He was denied some stage points in that second stage, narrowly missing out to chase Bruce.
All right, so Hocevar still in the lead. Chastain's going to clear Kyle Busch for third.
Dove in the corner, used all of the racetrack, gave Kyle no choice but to lift.
And you got to applaud the one team from Trackhouse.
And Reddick's going to clear Martin Truex Jr. for fifth.
He's been having an amazing run of results of late.
And Chastain's gotten past Gibbs for second, so Chastain's trying to make his way to the lead.
Positions. His teammate Alex Bowman going with him. Here come the playoff drivers. They're starting to make progress. William Byron restarted 21st. He's up to 9th.
And he leads all the guys that started that
Yeah, so Byron's the leader on fresher tires. He's in 9th right now. He's about to be 8th. As Bowman is also getting in the top 10. And Hamlin's following him also.
There's the onboard, the Coca-Cola onboard.
And battle for the lead between Hocevar and Ross Chastain. Chastain trying to clear Hocevar on the bottom. He does. Ross Chastain's in the lead for the first time today.
It's going to be such an odd feeling. 2 years ago, Chastain went to the championship fourth. Finished runner-up in the Cup Series in 2022. But to be on the outside looking in, his focus can just
So Chastain's now in the lead. Although he can't battle for a championship, he can battle for the win. And that's what he's doing right now.
Reddick runs in 6th at the moment. But he's got William Byron, who was one of those ones who did it on lap 168 and is storming his way through the field. There's William.
So right now your top 10 is Chastain, Hocevar, Busch, Gibbs, Truex Jr., Reddick, the first playoff car in 6th, 7th Byron, 8th Buescher, 9th Bowman, and 10th Bubba Wallace.
Let's have a look, not only William Byron, but let's have a look at other drivers on the move, brought to you by Ashley Furniture. Since the most recent restart to begin stage 3, Hamlin up 12, Bowman.
Kyle Busch is closing in on Hocevar for second place.
Kyle Busch.
Busch wanting a win as well. He's looking to the bottom on Hocevar. And he's going to complete the pass.
That's where I think parts of Hocevar's improved. There were times further back the pack that he would overwalk. Run
So battle's really getting interesting here. Byron is now trying to battle Reddick now. Seems like the fresh tires were really working, but now, since the laps are going longer, tires are starting to go away.
Sees the three on the bottom, so he's going to go to the outside. He hopes the six runs the middle. That isn't clean air along the top.
Blaney and Bell are side by side now. And Blaney with the run on the bottom is going to clear Bell and be side by side with Austin Dillon. Here comes Bell. He's going to stay up on the top. Man, really close to Bell right there. But Bell is going to stay ahead with that momentum on the outside of Blaney. Byron is now caught up to Ty Gibbs and trying to get back into top 5. And there he is. He is past Ty Gibbs now.
Yeah, he has been on the racetrack longer than anyone. Lee about to be passed by Tyler Reddick here. That last pivot at about 1:45 for Ty Gibbs. I just asked Chris Gale's team what their strategy was in doing that, and he told me we can eliminate a stop from the race versus the rest of the field as long as we don't fall outside of the top 20.
And Byron's just passed Hocevar, so he's now in 4th.
So what do you think about that strategy for the 64 sitting out when everyone else kind of came to pit road there at the interstate?
So Byron getting closer to the lead. The fastest car on the track right now. So right now your leader is Ross Chastain. He's got 10 laps older tires than what Byron does. That's chasing him down in 4th. Reddick almost got into Bowman right there, but had to check up. But keeps it going. But Bowman is now ahead of Reddick. Trying to climb his way to the front as well. Reddick going for the run. What is he going to do? Stays to the bottom. Bowman tries to slide to the top. And Bowman's going to stay ahead of Reddick and Gibbs at the moment.
No stage points earned today for Reddick. What's happening with the 12? Parker, update us.
A potential issue for that lead. Came on the radio and asked, are all the wheels tight? John Hatzer came on and said, actually, the left rear wheel is questionable. They're now monitoring it.
Oh, so loose wheel possibly on Ryan Blaney. He's already back in 18th, so not good for Blaney at all.
Well, with 77 laps to go, he got right up for just 7 laps. Even if he did the field under green to the inside of his fuel window, just be
I think Blaney's going to pit here. So, yeah, Blaney's pitting. He's possibly going to go 2 laps down with that loose wheel. The battle for the lead, Chastain and Kyle Busch. Busch is closing in on Chastain.
To the optimum level. He's going to lose a lap. He'll lose about 40 seconds on the racetrack. So he'll come back out in the middle of the pack, a lap down. The battle for the lead is heating up, though. Remember, teammate Austin Cindric, his teammate
Kyle Busch trying to go to the bottom. Chastain on the top. Chastain still going to have the run on Busch right here. Busch kind of got there, but Chastain's still clear of him. Hamlin is now past Hocevar for 6th. So Byron and Bowman are only playoff drivers ahead of Hamlin right now. Yeah, Chastain's running the top pretty good. That's how he's getting away from Kyle Busch right now. He's still got 73 laps to go, and Chastain's in the lead right now. Let's take a look at your top 10. So you got Chastain, Busch, Truex, Byron, Bowman, Hamlin, Hocevar, Reddick, Gibbs, and Chris Buescher, your top 10. This has been a good race so far, I'd say. Close racing among most of the drivers. Busch was close to Chastain, but it seems like that gap has closed. Well, it's closing now. Busch is trying to find the run on the outside. But Chastain's just stealing Busch's line, and that's why Busch is not able to get as good of a run. But you never know. With 50 laps to go, we could... No, we've got 70 laps to go. Excuse me. We could get another caution.
Track to the street, Chevy's got you. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Yeah, Busch is starting to close on Chastain now. He's about a couple car lengths behind him right now. Yeah, Busch trying that bottom, trying a different line to get past Chastain. It's getting closer and closer each lap. But Chastain still has the momentum on the top. I wouldn't mind either Chastain or Busch winning this race. I want Chase Elliott to win always. I don't mind Hamlin getting my fantasy points for me if he wins.
If you are a Kyle Busch fan, you too have been asking the question, when is he going to win again? When will the next victory be? Well, there hasn't been one in some 50 races. That drought could end here today.
Yeah, Busch is getting really close to Chastain. He's right on his bumper. What is he going to do? He's going to stay on the outside like Chastain, but be a little bit under him. Getting really close to Chastain. He's side by side with Chastain. Side drafting him. He's on the bottom now. Using that inside line, going to try to drive up on Chastain. But Chastain has that momentum on the outside. And Chastain still stays in the lead, but Busch is not gone yet. Go Busch trying that upper middle line, trying to catch up to Chastain. But Chastain is strong on that outside. He's sticking to that wall like it's Martinsville right now. Oh, Chastain didn't get as good of a run there. Kyle Busch is now going to close with lap traffic in the way. Oh, Cindric run to the top is going to hurt Chastain. Busch may have the run on the bottom. And that's going to make it side by side. Kyle Busch is going to lead that lap. Will he get ahead of Chastain? Chastain's still going to have the top. So what a battle there, but Chastain, knowing what Busch is going to do, stays on the top and still stays ahead of Busch. Battle for the lead's been really interesting, but don't forget, Byron is only 3.5 seconds back now with these two cars battling. Here we go. Busch should have a run on Chastain right here. He's on the inside. Busch is going to slide to the top. And Busch is going to be in the lead. Chastain's got to run, though. But Busch just has to stay on the top to take Chastain's line away. But Chastain's trying to drive in the corner to slide up on Busch. Not going to be enough. Chastain stalls in the corner, and Kyle Busch is in the lead. So what a battle by Kyle Busch, taking that lead from Chastain methodically. And now he's in the lead. As the first car on pit road now is Joey Logano. Joey Logano had one of the best cars for today, and he's just struggling. He's just trying to do anything he can to salvage points this race.
I'm waiting for James Small to do something to give this 19 a win. And I think this is the moment. He's 2 seconds back. Nothing goes your way, it seems like, luck-wise, and maybe that's why he's gun-shy to pit. But if Truex comes to pit road, you are most that man. You either stay out in get-me trap position or come with him. His mom's running all by himself in third. He's got a couple of seconds over William Byron.
Remember, this is not the first time we had non-playoff drivers battle for the lead this year. Remember, Chris Buescher won at Watkins Glen, and he wasn't a playoff driver. So your top 10 right now is Busch, Chastain, Truex Jr., William Byron, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Hocevar, Buescher, and Chase Elliott in 10th. Ty Gibbs is now on pit road, but remember, he pitted a little earlier than all the other drivers. So it makes sense he's pitting right now. Kind of a slow stop for Gibbs, but he's away. Now Chris Buescher's in. Busch has extended that gap on Chastain. But who's going to pit first out of the top 10? Feel like top 3. Now Truex is in. So Truex is going to be the first one pitting. And Byron and the playoff drivers are going with him. Here we go. Could depend on who gets a better stop and who could win this race here. Byron is away. Hamlin is away. Pretty much all together. Truex still ahead on pit road. Busch is on pit road. Great stop by Kyle Busch's team. Chastain's now pitting. And about a second slower than Kyle Busch's stop, so Chastain's going to lose some time there. But Truex, already on track. He's going to try to gain a position by pitting a lap early. Kyle Busch is still on the apron. Can Truex get ahead of Busch? I think Truex is going to pass. Oh, no. Busch still stays ahead of Truex. And I think Chastain will as well. I mean, I think Truex is still going to pass Chastain right here. But yeah, so Busch maintains the lead. So with a great pit stop by Kyle Busch, that's going to keep him in the lead in front of Truex, who tried to pit a stop early or a lap early. But man, Kyle Busch's pit crew has not been the best this year, but they showed up here today when it mattered most, as Kyle Busch is now in the lead. But right now, presumably, Reddick is in the lead. There's still others that got to pit again. About these drivers staying out, they got to hope they get a caution.
It certainly turned around here in State Street. The car's handling much better. Tyler Reddick, he's just asked the exact question that you posed to Mark.
So Reddick, Bell, Kozlowski, Wallace, Ty Dillon, John Nemechek, Kazgrala, and Justin Haley are the top 8. Kyle Busch is the first car to pit in 9th. Yeah, so these drivers are trying to stay out, hoping for a caution, which it's possible. We've seen what happened in the Xfinity race. Because of that caution, drivers gained track position, and it benefited them with track position. All right, now I do not want a caution. Say this race is really interesting.
We say that all day long on the exit 2, but drivers make contact. A little similar to what happened with Austin Cindric and Kyle Busch, but nowhere near as extreme. This battle is heating up. Remember,
All Chastain has closed on Busch for 6th, presumably the lead, but Chastain lost a lot of ground there. Wow. Now Chastain's got to work his way back to passing Bush, as Reddick and Wallace are pitting now.
This one be similar. He said, I wanted to make it a little bit shorter. 49 to go. And he leads pit road right here. The car handling much better. Meanwhile, Christopher Bell coming down pit road this time as well. He is going to come down right here. And you got to wonder if Adam Stevens would be brave enough to go with just 2 tires. They've done it twice today. But both of those times, this driver got into the wall later in the run. I don't think they're going to do that. Bell said they are actually handling better than Cass all day long. He said, I'm only 2.5 numbers loose earlier. He was about
All right, so it looks like all the other drivers are pitting besides Keselowski.
and he would take the lead once this all cycles out.
Yeah, Bell's going to have to do 4 times just because they need so much snow fuel. Just so far into a run, you're going to see dump this whole entire can. All 12 gallons.
All right, Keselowski's pitting now. So Kyle Busch will cycle back to the lead. So we got 47 laps to go.
Just under 1 second over Ross Chastain, trying to get that elusive win.
So right now, as we're on commercial, Busch is still in the lead, about a second in front of Chastain. Third is Truex.
With Straight Savers, you save now and later. It just makes sense. Straight Talk. You unlimited data, less dollars, more cents. No reason to try a new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's everything you get with the new $5 meal deal at McDonald's. Talk from watching the big match.
All right, so let's look at the top 10. So right now, we got Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain, Martin Truex, William Byron, Alex Bowman, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, Chris Buescher, and Justin Haley, your top 10.
Inspires a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body. Just a click of this button. Oh, yes? Just sleep.
Inspire Sleep Apnea Innovation. Learn more and read important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Valvoline Restore presents a first-of-its-kind innovation returns pistons to factory clean by removing up to 100% of deposits. Restore your engine to perform.
So we got almost 40 laps to go.
First from Valvoline.
Busch is still in the lead, but don't forget, we could get a caution.
Discover luxury for moments big and small, only at Ashley.
Busch got into the wall a little bit there. And Chastain's going to take advantage of it, and he's going to take the lead. Busch, making a mistake, is going to lose the lead to Ross Chastain. But now Busch has got to work to gain it back. Busch has got to run. What is he going to do? He's going to go to the inside while Chastain's up high. Chastain's in the wall. He makes a mistake, and Kyle Busch takes the lead back. So both drivers getting into the wall, making mistakes, and Busch takes the lead back.
You were thinking what I was thinking. Which box do we look at? There's so much happening between these two, between Busch and Chastain. That's a great problem to have. It is. What a great race we watched. 14 different leaders today. That ties the Kansas track record. It's been awesome. There's been stuff happening whether you're in the playoffs or not. Speaking of playoff drivers, let's put the spotlight on them and we kick it off with Kip Goon.
Yeah, let's start with William Byron running in the 4th position. Great points stand for them. It's for 17 stage points. The crew views on the crew team told me they have a .9 gets them way closer to it as they enter Talladega next weekend. They've had a good car for most of the day. Just got away from them in the middle of stage 2, but they made adjustments and it's way better now, Parker.
It's the same plan for his teammate Alex Boomer. I talked to his team and his crew chief Blake Harris earlier today. He said we need 40-point days over each of these 3 races this round, but that should get us to the next line with 12 stage points in this race, and if he potentially finishes.
So your top 10 is still Busch, Chastain, Truex, Bowman, Denny Hamlin in 6. Waiting to see what it says for the other positions. 7th is Blaney, 8th is Ty Gibbs, 9th is Chris Buescher, and Chase Elliott's in the 10th. Top 10.
And Chase Elliott currently running in the 10th position after starting from the wheel. They have made the most of their day after the weekend started off on the wrong foot yesterday. They've had a sour engine, had to change it. They did not let that discourage them.
But Chastain hasn't went away completely. He's still half a second behind Kyle Busch. With 37 laps to go.
They count this as a good day. Same for Daniel Suarez in this race team, who at one point here in stage 3 said, quote, I've got nothing in here. They have struggled with the handling, but right now, Parker, sitting in 12th in a decent position to get some points today.
And the Logano currently running in 5th team this day has been a tale of 2 takes because at the start of this race, they were super fast. They qualified in 5th position. They looked great in the long run. They struggled on a couple restarts, fell deep into the pack, and since then,
Man, I need Hamlin to pass Bowman really bad.
in traffic, just not able to handle that 22 car.
Parker, no question, Christopher Bell is going to look back at Kansas 2024 and think what could have been. They have led the most laps still to this point. Started on the pole today, but contact with the wall twice for Christopher Bell. He's going to lose what could have been a very promising day, maybe even a win. Kyle Larson, though, scrapping their way into the top 20 right now. Again, they have that cut tire very early in stage 1. Since then, it's been a fight with multiple stops today, but right now sitting in 19th for Larson.
Still 35 laps to go. Busch is still ahead of Chastain, still by a half a second. Busch is going to win this race. He's just got to hope there's no caution and not make a mistake.
Back in 34th place, 3 laps down right now after that instant with the 8 down the back stretch. The splitter is damaged, which is hurting the diffuser. They're about a second off the pace. And things were looking so great for Team Penske in stage 1. They had all 3 cars in the top 10, and now it's looking like they need some help to get one of their cars to finish this race in the top 10. It's a great point. Because look at Logano, he's -1 in the overall picture of the playoffs. Meanwhile, Kyle Busch continues to work his way through traffic, being hounded by Ross Chastain, Martin Truex Jr.
So now Kyle Busch trying to work his way through lap traffic as Chastain's now trying to close. Race is already 100 times better than Bristol already. Oh, Busch is going to lose momentum here. Chastain's going to close. Oh, he squeezes Busch into the wall. Busch is going to spin. Caution is out. Briscoe, you suck. You really had to crash Kyle Busch out of the race. That was going to be Kyle Busch's race right there, but Briscoe squeezes him into the wall. Honestly, I wouldn't care if Kyle Busch fights Chase Briscoe after this race. That's outrageous.
mean, Briscoe gave him 95% of a lane. I'm not sure it was a whole car win. And they had lost control. I mean, you see him gasses up. He's going to try to get to the outside of the 14. If there's room for a car there, which I think there is, it's by like a few
Look at that.
inches, a few inches, and the problem
And just aerodynamics factored there. And it caused Kyle Busch to spin. Oh my goodness. That's just so stupid. Busch was going to win this race too.
Oh boy. And this is where it comes down to what driver etiquette they believe, because the 14 does not slide up and hit the 8. Right? There's never contact. And there is room to the outside of the 14. But
So that means we're probably going to have pit stops here.
now, Kyle Busch, maybe, you're talking just a few inches to fit the 8 in.
That's just so disappointing.
All the drivers know that these cars are, as soon as the 8 gets to the outside, you just saw right now. He starts to lose control. And again, he couldn't just take his time with Briscoe because he was afraid with Chastain.
Man, why Briscoe? Just why?
Big run. And can you imagine the disappointment with Kyle Busch? I mean, all that's on the line for him.
Maybe if that car doesn't have a lot of damage, maybe he can get some fresh tires.
Just a reminder, he's still inside the top 10. You know, he's brought the yellow out and kind of blended back into the field. So pit road's not open. And I would imagine, 25 laps of the tires, I think this is going to be a tough decision. I think pit road is going to be where you want to end up.
Oh boy.
So many cars in the lead lap. I think this is a four-tire call. Well, let's see if crew chiefs want to gamble. When Jeff said with everything on the line about Kyle Busch, what he was referring to was trying to end the 50 race winless streak. It goes back to Worldwide Technology Raceway. Last year, he's trying to win for the 20th season.
So Busch is not completely out of it. That ruined his chance right there, though. But I think pretty much everybody has to pit here. If only Briscoe didn't squeeze Busch into the wall. Okay, who's going to get the best off pit road here? Bowman's away. Shoot, I think Bowman's going to have the best stop here. And Truex gets off pit road too. So Truex wins the race off pit road. Got Chastain, Bowman, Byron, Gibbs, Blaney, Kyle Busch still in it. So I guess they didn't try to fix Kyle Busch's car, so his car may be fine.
What looked like in many ways a winning day has gone away from them.
All right, time to pee for Chevy. I'll be right back.
American technology and American workers deliver quality. Why import a junk for a few bucks less? Get the world's best filling irons and support America. WT.com.
Introducing the Love Turn Collection. At Ashley, our dining furniture is made for all of life's moments. Be ready for every occasion with a table that extends and instantly elevates any space. Discover books made for moments big and small, only at Ashley.
Einstein. I want to fix the Turbo Sugar 5000.
Einstein AI. Everyone's nice.
Thank you so much. That's it. Einstein, somebody called. Einstein, write product descriptions for this spring collection.
Now, everyone's an Einstein at sales.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and the creamy sauce? I'll be with you. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new double sonic smash and at a half price for you.
Hey, look, little leg warmers.
Thanks. They're just for the bus ride to work. They're not part of the official uniform.
No tunes today?
No. My apartment was rocked last night. Took my cable-ready TV, VCR, portable player.
Yep, all the latest tech.
All right, I'm back. It's going to be exciting to see how this race is going to finish.
We could just invented that. It's the best day ever.
Well, I still got one.
2 alpha males at the football kingdom square off.
And we couldn't be more excited.
There's Josh Allen. He's no gentle giant. If he can't go over you or around you, he'll run right through you.
Hold up now. No face for Mama Jackson. Speed, agility, when he takes flight, it is a sight to behold.
Bills.
Ravens.
Crikey, that's a gorgeous matchup. Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Here we go.
On this gorgeous day in America's heartland, these aerial images have just been beautiful today.
Race about to restart.
Providing today's aerial coverage, a day that has seen so much. 14 different leaders, so many playoff races impacted.
With 17 laps to go, I believe, or 16.
Got a different story to tell, some more positive than others. There's been some great comebacks. There's been some.
I think it's going to be Chastain and Truex side by side.
Chase Elliott driving his way through the field. Christopher Bell, he's led 100.
What's going to happen here?
He's in 14th place, and Kyle Larson, who had a good.
Oh, Keselowski stayed out. That's interesting.
Trying to go for a top 15.
Very interesting restart right here. Brandon Rowski, he last bidder on lap 220. He did hit right here. He's on the inside. You see, Mark Truex Jr. is on the outside of him.
There you go. So it's going to be Keselowski leading a restart here. Crowd on their feet going wild. Keselowski, Truex, Bowman, Chastain.
Can this be the day that Martin Truex Jr., albeit a week
For the restart here.
but can Martin Truex Jr. get a win in his final full-time Cup season?
Cars are in. Green flags in the air.
But it's the 19 that'll be on the charge. And watch
Well, there's 26 to go, actually. I apologize.
to the inside of Keselowski. Keselowski should
Oh, Keselowski gets a bad restart. Truex gets a great one.
to check up. They're 4 wide. There's contact.
And Truex is going to be in the lead.
It's Martin Truex Jr.
Kyle Busch is in the top 5. He's not getting away from the lead either. Chastain side by side with Alex Bowman. But Truex is going to be in the lead. Chastain trying to side draft off of Bowman. Yeah, Chastain's got the momentum on the top. And he's ahead of Bowman. Byron going on the bottom. Caution is out for Carson Hocevar, who spun in the middle of the track for the 10th caution, is out. Oh, man. Let's see what happened to Hocevar right here. Ah, Briscoe creates another wreck. So yeah, so far with a spin, we're gonna have another restart. So we still got 24 laps to go.
31 drivers on the lead. That's the thing about that. If you're a guy that's racing in the playoffs, and something happens to you, there's 31 cars on the lead lap.
Oh man.
Easily leave here
next round of playoffs. So, Jeff, it kind of sounds like you're saying anything can happen over these.
Pretty much anybody in the top 10 can win this race.
Next weekend in Talladega.
Super speedway fan. It's your time to crash. It's your time to crash. Talladega is a stress ball of emotion.
Race is really going to be interesting now. So you got your top 10. Going to be Truex, Chastain, Bowman, Byron, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Ty Gibbs, Zane Smith, Chris Buescher, and Daniel Suarez.
So many of the drivers say Kansas is a place where we can go and have a good day because we can kind of be on the hunt, but we can be in the driver's seat a little bit more than at Talladega. Talladega is one of those variables. Today has proven to be one of the great variables. Tell us more, Bobby.
Let's chat with James Small. They have called a terrific race today. So not in the playoffs, but the nerves still here. Trying to get Martin one final one in this last year.
We almost know. It's just with everything that's going on, the nerves are showing. So they're going. So it just might be so far. Still a little bit to go here. Actually, have a good clean run for the first time. So we'll see if we can finish well.
He had a terrific restart last time, but he struggled on restarts today. What's he struggling with?
It's just everything, you know what I mean? I think just more so a little bit tight, and it's why we're a little bit better on the backside of the run. So hopefully, the air pressure's built up a little here to help us. So we'll see how we go.
He says there's no nerves, but I might challenge that because I still see him shaking his foot down here on top of the good box.
Right, buddy. We'll see if there's nerves for the 48. And that's Big Box catching up with Blake Harris, Richie Bounce Bowman. You guys have been in the top 5 throughout the day.
All right, still 22 laps to go. Okay, so for me, I hope Byron loses positions. Well, what happened to Hamlin? He's not in the top 10 anymore. He's in 14th. So I guess he didn't get a good restart.
Yeah, we don't talk about that a whole lot in general. I mean, we race our teammates a step higher than anybody else, right? We'll certainly take.
So that means they're going to be around 20 laps to go when we restart.
Whole season's on the line in these races, so we got to go. And I think if they can help each other, they will. But they got to look out for themselves as well. Each man for themselves, guys. Stevie, your career was inside the walls of Hendrick Motorsports, having 4 cars in the playoffs. What is that competitiveness like across the 4 cars with 4 crew chiefs? What's the environment like inside there? Well, that's what it's built around. You want to be the best of the best, and you feel when you work in those walls and you're surrounded by the best. And I think Blake said it the best there. There's really not even any conversation. It's completely built around sharing information.
All right, we're going to be 1 to go here. Truex picks the top, Chastain picks the bottom, Bowman picks the top right behind him. Oh man, it's coming down to it.
See how this shoes worked out. Mark Truex Jr. picked the top, Chastain the bottom. Alex Bowman, he went with Truex. So believing the top's going to be the way to go. Kyle Busch, don't count him out.
Here we go. Anything could go here. 20 laps to go as we get to the line. We got Truex trying to win his race in his final full-time season. Alex Bowman, William Byron trying to advance. Chastain trying to get his first win of the season. Kyle Busch trying to get his first win of the season. So here we go. Chastain and Truex side by side. Who's going to win at Kansas? Green flags back in the air. Hamlin with the aggressive move, making it 5 wide. Wow. And Chastain has gotten past Truex. Bowman's losing momentum. Chastain is now in the lead with 20 laps to go. Hamlin made a big move to gain a lot of positions there. Kyle Busch loses positions on the restart. So Chastain's now in the lead. And Hamlin's cleared Bell. 18 laps to go. Chastain's still in the lead ahead of Byron. Kyle's probably not winning this race now because he's lost quite a bit of positions on a restart. Oh, Gibbs got into Blaney there. Blaney saved it. Penske struggling most of the day, and Blaney trying to work his way back to the lead. He's trying to pass Truex. But Chastain's still ahead at the moment.
We keep hearing that organization time and time again. And this is legit. Smith is there. He pitted on the same lap as everybody else, 238. That is legitimate speed and a legitimate position. And he's got the two Joe Gibbs racing Toyotas chasing him down. Oh, Christopher Bell's clear. Oh, he just didn't take it. It would have been very aggressive to pull up in front of Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin being behind Zane Smith is not going to have as good of a run as like Bell is, and Bell's going to get past Hamlin.
Chase Briscoe has clawed his way up to 18th. Logano 16th. And Reddick 26th. A shot here at Kansas. Sure is. He won this race a year ago. Meanwhile, up front, Ross Chastain.
Got about 15 laps to go now, as Byron is behind Chastain by half a second.
That's almost to the 100. Lap after lap. Let's go back and watch this restart. Truex on the top. He picked the top. He was the leader. Chastain on the bottom of the racetrack. The chaos back there. But watch what Ross Chastain does to get this lead. Good momentum. Bowman tries to make the middle work. And when he did, the air kind of pushed the 19 up the racetrack a little bit. Chastain out with the lead. That lap, Byron closes. It had been.
Yeah, so Chastain's still in the lead, but Byron is closing.
13 to go, still a long time around this racetrack. As they run, playoff points as they run. This man here would be on top. Closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history in the spring. 1/1000th of a second. The last 3 times, the lead has changed the final 2 laps. Byron's got to find a little bit of speed because he's kind of matching the pace, but he's going to have to find a little bit if he's going to try to run Chastain down. And Chastain's not going to leave that wall. He's going to make William Byron, if he can catch him, he's going to make his shot pass him on the inside. And if you're William Byron at plus 34, you want to win. But what are you willing to risk it for that last position, for the guaranteed advancement? Talking of last position, that's where Chase Elliott started after that engine change yesterday. The 9.
So your top 10 right now: Chastain, Bowman, Truex, Blaney, Gibbs, Bowman, Bell, Hamlin, Smith, and Chase Elliott in the top 10.
To work your way methodically through the field for a top 10 result. He's not there yet. There's still 11 laps to go. Nice work on the 9. Drives up to the left side of the 71. And had much grip. I think he'll be able to clear him down to turn 3. The top box, Ross Chastain. Just take a moment to think about the organization that he drives for, Trackhouse Racing.
Yeah, so about 10 laps to go. Chastain still has the lead.
Forms of motor racing on either sides of the world. 2 bikes in MotoGP competition, 2 cars in NASCAR Cup Series competition. What Justin Marks and the executive team at Trackhouse Racing has created is unprecedented. No team owner has ever had an entry in MotoGP and NASCAR Cup Series. It's incredible what this organization has done. And they may just drive to victory lane today in the hands of Ross Chastain.
Yeah, they've done that in relatively short term as well. Justin Marks, he's an innovative thinker. He's not afraid to make gambles, not afraid to try things.
Well, that's why him and Ross Chastain are such a good fit, because Ross drives how he thinks it needs to be done. He doesn't follow the normal mold. Tenacious, hard to get around, a real tough driver behind the wheel. And he might need it in these last 8 laps.
Yeah, Chastain's still in the lead with 8 laps to go.
Chastain lost a little something. Chastain 2/10 of a second slower than the lap before.
It's hovering at that half a second mark, might go to 7/10.
The gap is pretty much level between Chastain and Byron, but Byron's still pretty close.
William Byron's running just a little bit lower on corner entry. He's been forced to do that.
Chastain's just got to make sure he doesn't make a mistake if he's going to win.
Vice Chairman, former driver of mine, Jeff Ford, made the 24 famous. Won here at this racetrack. The inaugural race came to Kansas, put the 24 in victory lane. William Byron trying to do the same. The interesting thing about this next-gen car, though, is when you get close enough to draft down the straightaways, it's almost going to be a little advantage for the 24. I know you won't see here in the corner, but here he comes. 5, 6 car lengths. He'll have a little bit of a toe down the straightaway.
You watch what William Byron does on corner entry. It's healthy. Just a little bit. Again, just a little bit quicker.
6 laps to go. Chastain still in the lead, but Byron is staying in radar. The Chastain. Truex is in 3rd. Blaney's 4th. Gibbs is in 5th. And don't forget, a caution could possibly happen.
Ross's teammate at Trackhouse, Daniel Suarez, is in the playoffs and featured in that unbelievable finish at Atlanta Motor Speedway, where the winning margin was 0.003 of a second. Maybe today it's Ross's turn to have one of those nail-biting finishes. He won the season finale last year at Phoenix. Truex in 3rd is going to be hoping or wishing he could redo that restart over again, Jeff.
Yeah, it did not work out the way he wanted it to. William Byron trying something different right there. He ran lower on entry, but then low on exit. Look what he's doing here.
He gets tied, right? Coming to 4 to go. He knows he wasn't going to get there doing the same thing. Let's see. Lap time says not as good.
4 to go.
It wasn't as good, so he went back to run.
What's going to happen?
On corner exit, and it was a little bit better.
Chastain still ahead by half a second. Yeah, Chastain's just going to make sure he doesn't make a mistake if he's going to win.
You wouldn't have predicted that at the top of the green earlier today. Chase Briscoe 22nd. 3 laps to go from here in Kansas. 1 car out the distance.
2 laps to go now.
84 of Jimmy Johnson. I would imagine Jimmy will give way when he sees the one coming. He does go to the bottom of the racetrack, allows the 1 and the 24 to battle out up top. He's been in these battles before. He knows he doesn't want to be a part of it.
He's really free. Start with the dog.
There you go. He's barely free. Information from the pit box of the 24.
And the problem is he's too far away from him to be able to apply enough pressure. Chastain knows right now that he might give a little bit of pace up, but he can't give that much pace up. That was a big game by William Byron on corner exit.
This corner has to be perfect. If the 24 can do that again, the white flag lap will decide it. He's done it. A lane lower, closing in on the 1. Look at that. It's down to 2.5 of a second. They're coming to the white flag.
1 lap to go for Ross Chastain.
It's
Can Byron close? Byron's going to try. Get close on the bottom. But he's just not close enough. And Chastain's going to get his first win of the season. So Chastain gets his first win of his career.
The 31-year-old Floridian has done. Both of Trackhouse's drivers have been victorious this year. What a day.
So Chastain leaves Kansas with the win.
That's how much it means. Look at him. He is pumped. And he had some epic battles out there, especially the one with Kyle Busch.
It's a great race. This racetrack just does not disappoint. So much fun.
So your top 10, as we finished, was Chastain, Byron, Truex Jr., Blaney, Ty Gibbs, Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, and Zane Smith. So quite a bit of playoff drivers finishing in the top 10 there. And the worst playoff finishing driver this race was Austin Cindric in 34th. So congrats to Ross Chastain, but I was really wanting Kyle Busch to win that race. Bittersweet. All right, next week I'll see you all at Talladega. Well, I won't be at Talladega. That sounded funny right there. I won't be at Talladega, but I'll be watching the Talladega race, of course, next week. That's going to be exciting too. So see you all next time.